So let's pay attention.
At this DC club, they start young.
Does everyone have their water bottle?
No!
Oh, come on.
And go!
Here to learn the basics.
I can't believe I did that.
And even the drama.
My foot hurts.
The one thing they already know is what to call the game they're playing.
I'm playing soccer. Soccer.
But why would you not call a game that you use playing your feet and a ball football?
Well, that's a good question.
I thought so I put it to these little experts.
If we used our hands, then we would call it football. But since we use our feet, it's not football. Because the balls have different names, and this ball is called a soccer ball. Soccer you use with your feet and you have socks on your feet. People in America, they wanted to make it American soccer.
Actually, it's not an American word. To find out the source, we spoke to the people who actually wrote a book about this. It all started when the first football rules were written in 1863 at this London pub, naming the sport Association Football. From there, Oxford students with a penchant for adding ER to words made it up.
At Oxford University, it was pretty much all the kind of semi-aristocracy at the time. So those kinds of people were associated with doing these kind of things. So they wouldn't call it breakfast, they'd call it brekker.
So in short, they couldn't really add an ER to the beginning of association, so they went with the middle part instead, soccer. They found evidence it was commonly used in the United Kingdom up to around the 70s, and then it just stopped.
It is such an interesting question, right? How a country or culture decides to orphan one of its own words. We could not find a single parallel case of this. There are words that fall out of fashion, right? Or that used to be common, and then we decide they're offensive, and so they're taboo. But we cannot think of a single case where a country says, this is not our word.
Here in DC, the word is proudly claimed.
Soccer.
In American football, there are like 2 players that ever use their feet on this ball. So should it change? Would football make more sense? If you ask these kids, it's a unanimous nope, not in the USA. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.